Explore Dray Nur Waterfall, a beautiful muse amidst the vast Central Highlands. As one of the symbols and pride of the people in Dak Lak, Dray Nur Waterfall carries within itself the majestic yet dreamy beauty of the Central Highlands mountains and forests. Whoever comes once is remembered, whoever meets once is loved. 25 km from Buon Ma Thuot city along Highway 14, across winding roads, along the mountainside, passing Buon Kuop hydroelectric power station to the foot of Dray Nur Waterfall. The vast landscape on the way to conquer Dray Nur, one side is the mountain, the other is the green forest carpet, is extremely strange, that makes everyone want to come and admire it once. Dray Nur is the pride of the Central Highlands people. Those who go far will miss them, those who come closer will love them. The sound of the waterfall pouring day and night is like the power of a great mountain coming back, full of pride and ferocity. From a height of more than 30 m, Dray Nur Waterfall tilts down into the deep river, creating a magical natural picture. Unlike other waterfalls in this plateau, Dray Nur Waterfall is associated with two different legends, with two completely different name explanations. With the explanation Dray Nur, meaning female waterfall, wife waterfall, the waterfall is associated with the love affair, Romeo and Juliet, of the mountains and forests. The story goes that, once upon a time, there was a couple from two different villages who loved each other dearly, but because the two villages were in conflict with each other, they tried every way to stop them. Not receiving the sympathy of the villagers, unable to reconcile the conflict between the two villages, on a moonlit night, the two jumped into the river to spend their lives together. Angry that the villagers' selfishness led to the young couple's wrong decision, a storm broke out, the water rose, dividing the river into two branches, separating the paths of the two clans. Another legend originates from the cave behind the waterfall, which is said to be the residence of King Tuite. The king of the country had a son named Nur, a very handsome prince who loved to travel and see the sights. One day, he met two princesses, children of the king of the land he passed by. The two girls were very beautiful, but because their father died early, their lives became poor and they had to dig up tubers to eat. Feeling sorry for the two girls' hardships, he followed her home, cast a spell to fill the rice jar in the house, and lived happily with her. Some time later, he missed his father and wanted to go back to the aquarium to visit him. But his wife was afraid that if her husband left, he would not return for a long time, so she tried every way to keep him, not leaving him at all. Having no other choice, he had to transform into a golden mole and cross the water curtain to enter the cave to visit his father. The wife kept waiting outside, waiting and waiting, but still did not see Nur return. Since then, people here call this waterfall Dray Nur, meaning golden mole waterfall. The two legends are different, but the streams of water rushing from the vertical cliffs, breaking into drops, splashing together, and pushing each other of the waterfall are similar in one point, that is, they are like tears crying in humans. Go. Dray Nur Waterfall is a midstream waterfall in the system of three waterfalls, Gia Long, Dray Nur, Dray Sap of the Serpak River system, combined between the male river Krong No and the female river Krong Ana. Around Dray Nur Waterfall are small gurgling streams winding through heaving rocks. In the distance are purple hyacinth flowers fluttering in the wind. Visitors can visit the scenery around the waterfall and then stop for lunch right at the large rocks next to the waterfall or stop by to rest at the shacks/huts scattered along the way. Coming to Dray Nur Waterfall, the first feeling will be of a majestic waterfall, with white foam and steam flooding, making the scenery around the waterfall poetic. The waterfall has a length of over 250 m, a height of over 30 m, and a width of about 150 m, connecting the two provinces of Dak Lak and Dak Nong. But the most attractive thing is not admiring the waterfall, but exploring and finding thrills in the nearly 3,000 square meter cave behind the waterfall. Looking at the strong, rushing water pouring down from above, many people shivered. In addition, the waterfall is special because behind the falling water there is a large cave. So one can go inside the water flowing from one side to the other without getting their clothes wet. When standing from inside the cave, looking out at the long walls of water surrounding the front, the dim light illuminates the strangely shaped rocks. This is one of the different feelings that only Dray Nur can bring to visitors during the days of exploring the majestic Central Highlands. If you go once, you will remember, if you meet once, you will love it.